What is up? Hayden Burns here. We're joined with the Tiger Spotlight interview. Your host, Carter Mize. And Hayden, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Player out of Washington, Missouri. He was a St. Louis Tiger. He's now at Missouri State Mid-Plains, a new program. What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm great. How are you, man?
I'm doing okay. So Mid-Plains, dude, let's get into it. So obviously a new program. You guys are in your first year. So how's it going, your first fall, and how's it going?
Fall games I think we're 11-1 right now. Fall games are going great. And we got a pretty good squad, good coaching staff, and we're getting after it. So it'll be a lot of fun competing in Region 16 this year for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I follow your guys' fall schedule on Twitter and whatnot. It's crazy. Like the junior college fall season's not quite a full season, but it's close to it.
Yeah.
So
sure.
That's good. So give me the background. Like, what was your recruiting experience like? Obviously, when you were 17, you played for the Tigers. What led you to Mid-Plains? Like, just give me a rundown.
So I came to West Plains. I set up a FieldLevel account, and all the footage I took over the past few summers with the Tigers, I put that all on there and sent it out to a bunch of coaches, emailed a bunch of coaches those videos, and West Plains reached out to me, came down here on a visit. I like Coach Starp a lot, and just committed here. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think it's taking video and getting it out there, and like you said, like you're emailing coaches, like you're being proactive. I think sometimes players fall in the trap that think the coaches are always going to come to them, and there's just so many players out there that you have to do something to get in front of them. I mean, whether it's you go to their camps or you send them a bunch of emails with good game film, like whatever it is. In my opinion, I think good game film is always superior to like batting practice footage. I mean, BP footage is fine, but if you can get like real quality, like for a hitter, for example, like you, like from facing like your chest, side video, like if you can get good video of that in game, if you hit balls hard, like it's going to help you a lot.
For sure. Yeah, that helped me tremendously. Over the summers, my 16, 17 summer, I mean, I had probably a 10, 15 minute long video. I mean, reel that I had to edit out videos. I sent it to coaches, went to camps, and that's kind of how it all went down. How I started talking to schools and going on visits and stuff. It's just sending it out myself.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said you're going to some camps. What all school camps did you go to? Were they like showcase companies? Were they schools? What were they?
So I went to the Rawlings Tigers PBRs. I think I went to 2 of those. Those helped me a lot.
Yep.
And then, because I could send those out to coaches as well. They look at that a little bit. And then I went to St. Charles, Lindenwood. I think there were a few others, but I made some great connections with those coaches, had good conversations with them. Things went well. And it always helps. Like, I went up and introduced myself at those camps. I feel like that helps you stand out as well. So,
yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think the school camps are awesome, honestly, especially the schools that you target. I think maybe there's a fine line there, obviously, of like you're just going to camps to go to camps, or like you're going to the camps of like schools you really would like to go to. And I think, like you're saying, with a combination of you're going to camps and your email coaches, like it's not bad to email coaches in advance, like, hey, like if you can get some sort of email connection going and like, hey, I'm going to come to camp. And whether they invite you to camp or you're like, hey, I'm coming to camp or not, like, you're just a little bit of like, okay, that's that Hayden Burns kid. You know what I mean? From a college coach's perspective. So what other schools did you talk to? What other schools did you get offers from, go on visits?
I went up to William Penn. For me, my recruiting process was a little bit different because I was torn between playing college baseball and college football. So I was talking to schools for both sports, but for baseball,
I football guy for sure in the fall.
For sure. Yeah. I went up to William Penn, Nebraska Westland. I like that school a lot. Came down here to West Plains. I went to that St. Charles camp. Lindenwood I talked to a lot. Talked to Moberly a little bit, just some JUCOs, and I feel like the JUCO route was best for me for sure.
Yeah, why do you think so? Just curious.
I mean, not only is it more inexpensive, but like, you get good reps. You get better playing JUCO ball, and it makes you better because it gets you used to the speed of the game, because college baseball is just, the speed is completely different.
Yeah, like I think that's something that I've been trying to talk to the high school kids about. Whether I'm talking to one-on-one to a kid or like in a team setting, is that the next level in college, like, it's just faster. Like, and they're like, what? The pitchers are faster? It's like, yeah. Like, the hitters hit the ball a little harder. The base runners get down the line just a little quicker. The ground balls are a little quicker. Like, everything just a little faster.
For sure. And yeah, JUCO, the speed's already faster than high school ball, obviously. Yeah. And it's just going to prepare me better for a 4-year.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think junior college route's awesome. I mean, obviously, there's plenty of kids that go to junior college and have great careers, and I'm a JUCO guy myself. But so what role did the Tigers play in you finding your next home?
Definitely just getting the reps that I needed, like on the field and off the field, like all winter long in the off season. Obviously, working with you all off season helped a lot, but going to those hitting lessons and those, infielding lessons with you, getting those reps helped a lot. And then getting on the field, like I said, seeing those reps, getting those videos out, that helped me tremendously, because if it weren't for those videos, I don't know if I would have been playing college baseball right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's a crowd, I know maybe it's just a social media crowd, but that thinks that, like, they undervalue playing games, like just simply playing games. Right. And I think just having a spot, like maybe like the Tigers or whoever else, to play against good competition on a routine basis. For sure. It's just natural. You're just gonna keep getting better. Like, because if you're playing players that are either as good as you or a little bit better than you, then there's just no shot that you don't improve unless you just totally don't try.
Right. For sure.
So when you stepped on campus this fall, obviously as a freshman, what was the first, like, whoa, okay, I'm in college now moment?
It probably didn't click for the first week, but whenever practice started getting going, I guess, it's balls to the walls, like it's nonstop. It's a grind. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, are you talking in terms of like just the pace of practice, or just literally just the whole thing?
Just everything. There's a lot of expectations of you being a college athlete. You got your study hall hours every week. You got to go to your hitting groups. You got to go to practice. You got to do everything right. Go to weights. It's a grind for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So what was your first, like, how did fall get started? Do you guys have like team meetings? Did you guys just jump on the field ASAP? Like, what was up with that?
Yeah, so we got down here and we had our first team meeting, and then we had that weekend to kind of adjust to living, and then I believe that Monday we got right on the field and started practicing all out. So it was it was fast for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's definitely the junior college fall is definitely a little bit different than the 4-year fall for sure. I think a little bit more sense of urgency. Obviously, you play way more games, but you guys don't have practice regulations. Obviously, NCAA schools, they have the practice regulation hours wise, which is something you guys don't have. Which, obviously, I guess it's player to player, but I loved not having like, hey, you're only hitting for an hour today, and like you can't hit more unless you got to do it on your own, because there's NCAA this and that. I love being able to just, I'm done whenever I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
It was awesome. So what first went through your head, like when all the boys showed up the first time, like at the team meeting, like were you like, how many guys you guys carrying? Like, what were the coaches like?
So the coaches, I met them on my visit. They were awesome. I liked the coaches right out of the gate. And then I believe we had 70 guys starting out. And I think we're down at around 60 now. But whenever they all showed up to the meeting, it got me fired up. I was like, let's go. It's time to play some ball,
Yeah, plenty of competition for sure.
Yep.
No doubt. Living situation. What's your living situation like? You living with the boys? What's up?
Yeah, so I'm living with 3 other baseball players right now. And what that looks like is you walk into our room. There's a room on the left with myself and then my roommate. His name's Jackson. And then on the right, there's 2 other baseball players. And then we have this like little common area.
Is it like a
bathroom? Yeah, it's like a dorm.
Oh, okay.
And then we have a bathroom and a shower set up. And then we get provided 19 meals a week by the cafe that's attached to the dorm building. And the cafe is actually not that bad. It's open to the public. So there's a lot of people from the community always in there talking to us.
Yeah, that's kind of sweet. That's actually kind of rare at the junior college level. It seems like a large majority of junior college kids are just getting apartments on their own.
Yeah.
But that's cool. So is that on campus for you guys?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. So you're talking about your coaches, you gelled with them from the jump. What do they expect you to, like, what do they expect from you, like, from day one?
Just meet their expectations, and they have high expectations. Like, you got to have good grades, otherwise you're going to get put on academic probation. Like, you're not going to be able to come to practice until you get your grades up. So, you got to stay on top of grades. Our coaches are all about winning, which I love. Winning baseball is fun. Winning in general is fun.
Way better to lose than baseball,
for sure. And so
what is good? I mean, I think just the coaches. Obviously, people play for different high school coaches, but I think just the expectation of, like, let's say you're going to get 30 ground balls, like, their college coaches are going to expect you to field like a overwhelmingly large majority of them. Right? They're not saying, like, it's fine. Like, if you miss a couple ground balls in a row, like, they're on you.
No doubt. I mean,
that's something you see at the next level with kids. It hits them like a truck every time.
Yeah, I mean, if we're taking BP and say the Rawlings hit Rawlings, I mean, if you pop a ball in the air, you're getting shooted out. Like,
yeah,
there's just high expectations. You got to execute. I mean, that's their biggest thing, is just executing. Like, if you're in a game, you don't get the bunt down, you get the sign, you're getting shooted out. Like, they just want you to execute.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, baseball is a game where you're not going to execute every time, but I think especially from a volleyball setting and from like a culture setting, which sounds like you guys are setting up really well down there, is like you have to expect to get it done every time. Like, if you're going to actually get it done every time is another thing, but like the intention and the expectation of like, yeah, like if I get a hit and run, I'm going to get it done every single time. And I think that's something that builds winning baseball, honestly. And obviously, you guys are a new program, so you got a blank canvas to work with. So have your coaches talked to you guys at all about like setting a standard, building a culture for you guys? Because I know for me personally, when I got to St. Charles Community College, it was under the new coaching staff, Coach Jeff Boland, love him. And we were rewriting like the whole history of St. Charles Community College. Are you guys kind of in a similar boat, I would guess?
Yeah, I mean, we're expected. We do a lot of community outreach things. So like we go to middle school baseball games, and like we go and help out with these like golf tournaments and help set up, help take everything down. We attend like all the sporting events for the volleyball. Like, we're just building a culture, supporting everyone down here. And yeah,
that's awesome. I mean, I know for sure a community outreach thing is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, let the community know, like, yeah, we're here. Like, we're going to be playing college baseball next spring. Like, so hopefully get some support, as far as turn out to the games goes and whatnot. So I'll ask you, if you were a freshman, if you were playing 15U Tigers, if you're a freshman at Washmo, and your route to college baseball that you took, like, what would you change? What would you do different from 15U to 17U before you got out of here?
What would I change about my like recruiting process?
Maybe recruiting process, the work you put in, etc. I know it's a super open question. I just wanted to hear it.
Honestly, like, I would say, because I played football as well, so I didn't always play fall ball. I would have I played fall ball my 15U season.
Okay.
And for the Tigers, and I took 16 and 17 off to focus on football, but I probably would have played fall ball just to get those extra reps, because, I mean, you need it. You can't take time off baseball. You got to be going at it year round. I mean, staying in the weight room and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's definitely a balance there for guys that are playing multi-sports. I mean, I think it's super valuable for guys that play a couple different sports in high school, no doubt about it. I mean, obviously every guy's path is going to be different. Some guys just want to play baseball, which I think it's just case by case. I mean, some kids want to play 3 sports, sweet. If you want to play 1 sport, cool. So you're talking about you were interested in playing college football too. Where did you go on visits for football? Like, how did that go?
Yeah, I went on a few visits, talked to some coaches, but I love baseball, so I wanted to stay in the game. I believe I went down to SBU for a visit. Talked to Central Methodist, Moab, places like that. But yeah, I'm definitely glad I chose the JUCO route and played college baseball instead of football.
For sure. I'll ask you the coin question. So if you're going to walk into the facility today and there's a 16U kid hitting and he wants one piece of advice, again, I know it's kind of an open-ended question, but what would you tell them? Like,
just enjoy it. Like, enjoy the weight room, enjoy going to batting practice. You got to enjoy everything. And just keep working. It's such an open-ended question for sure. I would say probably. It's a hard question.
I mean, honestly, I think enjoy it's awesome. You know what I mean? I mean, I think it's undervalued. Like if you develop or like whether it's a natural love for the game or, you just find it a little later on. If you like working on your swing, if you like getting in the weight room and like you look forward to those things, like you're just naturally going to consistently put way more effort and focus into them than if you think like, I got to go to the cage today. Oh, I got to take ground balls today. Like if you're fired up to go take ground balls and get in the weight room on a consistent basis, now listen, if you're doing that 5 days a week, every week, some days you're going to be dragging. Like, welcome to the show. You know what I mean? That's part of it.
Yeah.
But if you can have much more days, you're fired up to get in there and get after it, then like you're just going to set yourself up to improve like crazy because you love it.
That's one thing that I'm doing down here. I mean, every day I just fire myself up and I get out there and get after it and just try to focus on the moment. Really, like what can I do right now that's going to make me better, not what I could have done yesterday. Because you can't fix yesterday. You got to fix right now,
Yeah.
So that's probably what I would say. Just focus on the moment and have fun.
Yeah. I think that's a good one for kids too, because I see it with some 17 guys, like they're, get a little bit later in their recruiting process and like, maybe they don't have the offer they want yet, or maybe they don't have any offers and they forget to enjoy just going out and playing the game. Maybe at the end of their 17U summer or whatever, because this happened to me and I'm sure it happened to you too. I committed to a junior college super late. It was well after my 17U summer way back. So like I was looking around and like all the dudes that were in my class were like, he's going to here, he's going here, he's going here. And I was like, wow, no one's in my email box. And I remember, probably a couple month period of like, I would go to the cage and I'd be like, well, like, am I actually going to play college baseball? I don't know. And then, I stopped just enjoying, like trying to get better and enjoying the game because I was so wrapped up in where am I going to go next? Where am I going to go next? Which I think is it's not invalid to be worried about that because when you're watching all your buddies commit, then it's kind of tough. But like what you said about taking it one day at a time, like just focusing on your work. I mean, because really at the end of the day, let's be honest, like if you're putting in all the work you're supposed to put in, you're sending out the emails and going to the camps that you're supposed to go to, like what else are you supposed to do?
Exactly. That's all you can do.
The offer will come whenever it comes. Like you don't make the decision, the college coaches do. So
for sure.
No doubt. But this was awesome, dude. That's really all I had for you, man. I just want to grab guys like you and like, I'm going to grab Hayden Burns and I'm going to grab, a kid from Columbus, or I'm going to grab Camden Loman and at Mizzou. Like, cause you guys all have different stories and sometimes they're the same, but sometimes they're dramatically different. And I want to highlight both of them, right? Because obviously the kid that's throwing 96, like it's not going to be crazy. They're like, hey, I had to do this, and this, right? But like some kids have to like go through it. They got to go to the camps, like email the coaches because the coaches may not email them first. You know what I mean? I think I want to be able to highlight you don't have to throw 96 to find a place in college baseball. And that's just a pitching thing, but no, this is awesome, dude. I mean, so Spike will edit it all up, and then I'll pump an article out about you. Okay. And I don't know. I'll send you the page. I don't remember if I sent you the page or not, but kind of just you can see what it looks like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I appreciate you having me for sure.